Welcome back, Curry Crew. Today we have another delicious recipe for you. So this time we're gonna be making some delicious vegetarian black bean enchiladas, and they're gonna be absolutely amazing. We're gonna have them stuffed with some veggies such as corn, onion, bell peppers, and a bunch of different spices. So it's gonna be out of this world. We're also gonna show you how to make some homemade enchilada sauce to go with it. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into our recipe. We interrupt your following video to let you know that we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below and also punch that notification bell so that you know when a new video gets posted. And with that being said, back to our recipe. So first, let's start our enchilada sauce. We will need 1 teaspoon of chipotle chili powder, 1 teaspoon of regular chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. But first, into a large saucepan, add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil and allow it to heat up over low to medium heat. You will know your oil is hot enough when it starts to move around in the pan, similar to how water would move. Once the oil is hot enough, we will add in 3 tablespoons of flour. I am using whole wheat flour, however you can use all-purpose flour or regular flour as well. At this time, we will then add in all of our spices as well, and now we will whisk the flour and the spices with the oil to prevent them from sticking to the bottom of the pan and possibly burning. Keep whisking for about 1 to 2 minutes. We want to cook out our flour, and we will know that it's ready when it has a nice smell to it. You have to cook out your flour because leaving raw flour in the sauce increases our chances of possibly getting E. coli, so you want to make sure your flour is cooked. Once your flour is cooked, we will add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and once again whisk for about 30 seconds to a minute. You should see that your paste and flour mixture starts to bind together and it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Next, add in a pinch of cinnamon and give it a quick mix, and then add in salt to taste. About 1/4 teaspoon should be enough. And then we will start adding in 2 cups of vegetable stock or broth, but we will add in 1 cup first, give it a quick whisk. Then we will add in a pinch of oregano, and then finally we will add in the 2nd cup of our vegetable stock and keep whisking until all of the clumps are gone. After this, we will add in black pepper to taste, also about 1/4 teaspoon. And once again, whisk. Now cook your enchilada sauce for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the sauce begins to thicken up a bit. It will thicken up more once it cools, so we don't want to overdo it while it's cooking on the stove. As soon as it thickens up slightly, you can turn off the stove and let the enchilada sauce cool on the side. After about a minute or 2, you can add in 1 teaspoon of white vinegar and give it one final whisk, and now allow it to cool on the side. In the meantime, let's work on our enchilada filling. So into a sauté pan, add in half a tablespoon of oil and allow it to heat up over low to medium heat. Once it is ready, we will add in half of an onion that has been chopped, and we will sauté the onion until it becomes nice and soft and translucent. After that, we will add in 1 15-ounce can of black beans and give it a quick mix, and then add in 1/4 cup of corn kernels and give it one more mix. Next, add in salt to taste and once again mix, and then we will add in half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle chili powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of regular chili powder. Now give it all a nice mix in order to combine all of our spices with our veggies and to ensure that each bite gets that wonderful flavor of spices that we're looking for. After this, we will add in 1 chopped bell pepper or 2 to 3 mini bell peppers and give it all a quick mix. We don't want to cook our peppers for too long or else they will lose their crunch. So after about a minute or 2, you can turn off the stove and take your mix off the heat. Add your veggie mix into a large mixing bowl, and then into this we will add in 4 tablespoons of cream cheese and give it all a nice mix. The cream cheese will add a nice creaminess to our enchilada filling, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So once your filling is ready, set it aside and now take a large rectangular baking dish and we will pour in about half of our enchilada sauce into the dish. We want enough to coat the bottom of our dish and run up the sides a bit. Once that is done, we can now assemble our enchiladas. So take a taco-sized flour tortilla and add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of your filling onto the center. Next, roll up the tortilla and place it seam side down into the baking tray. Continue assembling the rest of the enchiladas. Now, this recipe should make about 6 to 8 enchiladas, depending on the size of your tortilla and how much you fill inside of it. Once your dish is full, take the rest of your enchilada sauce and pour it across the center of your enchiladas, leaving the ends free of sauce, as you can see here. Last but not least, we will top with a nice amount of shredded cheese. You can never have too much cheese. However, I think this much that I've added here is like the perfect amount. So we're gonna bake our enchiladas in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Now this is 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You can convert to Celsius if you need to. By then, the cheese should have also melted and become nice and golden brown. So after about 20 minutes, you can remove the dish from the oven, and here we have our delicious vegetarian enchiladas with the cheese still bubbling, and oh my god guys, it looks so amazing and awesome. So we're gonna let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes, but then we're gonna dig right in because I can't wait anymore. So guys, here we have our amazing enchiladas. Oh my god, it smells so good. We have the ooey gooey melted cheese on top. I'm gonna dig right in because I don't want to wait anymore. Let's see how it tastes. Guys, it is fantastic. The cheese on top has melted perfectly. The amazing sauce that we have on there, amazing blend of spices, our veggies that are also spiced. It is so delicious. You're not even gonna realize that it's vegetarian. That's how great it is. So you guys definitely need to try this out for yourself at home because you're gonna fall in love as well. You're gonna stop going to your local Mexican restaurant because you're gonna be making something awesome at home by yourself. So you definitely need to try this out for yourself. Let us know how it turns out for you and keep on cooking.